Yo. Greetings. Welcome back to WPX3 Radio Cast. I'm your humble host. I am my crew Kaizer, 316 degrees, Chief Serpent Panther, Kano Ali Zoel. To the Domino Society of St. Viola and Curtis, the monarch of the Northern Washita Territory. Ahoy. Alright, so we're going to hop right into it. This is part 2 of the Triple R's review, react, and response. So, I'm going to do a reaction from the first video and a review to get you up to speed if this is your first time, because I know an hour, of ranting from these guys can really dull the senses and dull the mind. However, it's not all incoherent rambling and mumbling that you're witnessing, right? We're going to pick from what was said and we're going to isolate that, review it, react to it, and respond to it. So the first part of the Crumb video, I'm going to do a screen share here so y'all can see. Let me know if y'all are getting the visuals. If y'all can hear me on y'all end, please let me know in the comment section. And also while you're there, give us a like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. So let me get my thing together right here. Okay. So the video is called Martial Law Explained in Blood-Curdling Detail. Alright, so as you can see, 3,546 views, 357 likes, 4 dislikes. Here goes Crumb, and we are on the 19. We're gonna start. Well, let's say we're gonna start at the 20-minute mark here. After we get done reviewing part 1. Now, before we hop into this, I want to give y'all a little bit of background between me and Crumb. I don't have nothing against this dude personally. Besides, me and him started off as, I would say cordial, in honor. However, Crumb decided to block me. He opened up his platform, at least claimed he opened his platform to truth. And, real truthers came and, supported him, shared his videos, all that good stuff. Until, it's all good until, the truth tellers tell the truth about you. It's all good until, you could criticize whoever, but somebody criticizing you, it's an issue. See, it's not an issue for me. You can put all your criticism and critique that you have about me in the comment section. I won't delete it. You can put all the thumbs down you want. I'm not going to be ashamed about it. You can have whatever opinion you have about me. That's what this platform is for you to have your opinion, be fake outraged. Go ahead. Let's see it. Let's hear you tell me off on how wrong I am. But let's see you get on the camera or do a video or whatever it is, proven otherwise. Because I don't care about your opinion. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about none of that. None of that is important, and nor does it matter. It is irrelevant. Minuscule ass gas that comes out of your mouth. Honestly. So, now, Crumb made a particular claim in one of his other videos. I was looking for this particular claim, but he had claimed that the European will pay him $100,000 a year to lie to you, his audience. Okay? And throughout this video, he's pretty much going to say, y'all all dead. Y'all all dead men. Y'all all dead men walking. You know, y'all just stupid idiots who don't pay attention, who don't read. You know, he's going to mock you. He's going to call you all kind of names in the book, and then he's going to say, hey, I love you. Give me donations. You know, and I'm like, what? You know, however, we're going to go over the first part of that. Now, he went over a plan called Rex 84, King Alfred plan. And he pretty much said that that was a provision for them to go after the blacks and Hispanics, you know. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he says that there's no permission or anything that any so-called president or so-called sovereign branch, has to get any kind of prior authorization before they implement this plan. And I'm like, so what? Like, it's already been implemented. I hope they get rid of the majority of these idiots. And you're like, well, and then you start going on some rant about how the white woman this, the white woman that, and come cut the malarkey, cut the moron, goofy, nutso. Like the dude said, oh, the white woman's eggs are scrambled eggs. And I'm like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? They're scrambled eggs? They're hard-boiled eggs, I think he said. And I'm like, what? I think you're a little confused and a little delusional. You might need to get some more vitamin D in your life. I don't know what the hell's going on with you, man. You might need some more something like, I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, let's keep on. I don't even know. I had to go back to that $100,000 a year, right? And I looked this shit up, and I'm like, how much does the regular so-called teacher get to lie to you, right? Because all your teachers in your schools that you like, Crumb got children. Does Crumb homeschool? I'm pretty sure you sending your child to them schools who lie to your children, who get paid to lie to their children. Have you taught or have you done a class on about homeschooling or about how to get financial assistance to homeschool? Like, that's actually what I'm trying to get done with my collective. However, I have a lot of us who are, confused and what is that? Distracted by videos like yours and the other He-Tep, Hotep weirdos out there, the pro-black entertainers who are here really just to mock you and to belittle you and to treat you like a stupid idiot. Like, look at this. I think this is the big number right here. This is the District of Columbia. Wow. So in the District of Columbia, y'all know where that's at, right? Washington D.C. Ain't that something? But in Washington D.C. is apparently where the salary for the teacher, the starting salary of the teachers, are the highest. It looks like, and next to that is New Jersey, starting salary $51,000. But let me see here. Let's go back up to the District of Columbia. District of Columbia, $51,000 as well. So I would say that they're about a tie. Right, we'll just say that they're about a tie. Now that's very telling because I'm like, where the hell did you get that $100,000? Number from? That's pretty specific, Crumb Snatcher. Where did you get that number from? Who's paying you? Because I know it ain't these Negroes who you insulting. Because they don't reach in their wallet for nothing besides Jesus and hobos and shit like that. I know you kind of look hobo-ish, but. like I never seen no wire transfer into a hobo pocket until I witnessed this stuff that's going on in prior times today. So we about to get into it and do this watch video. So I'm about to cut the music and we're gonna start at the 20-minute section and then we'll review it and respond to it and react to it.
Press 1 if you understand water companies don't sell bottled water. They sell plastic. Okay? You can't sell something free. They sell plastic. The water will be polluted. Press 1 if you understand this. Moving forward. Woodlands will will be burned. I told y'all.
All right, we're gonna wait until we can catch up. It's on 23 and go.
Last year, when those oil companies set the rainforest on fire down in South America, that it wasn't a game with white people. But y'all still have, well, Crumb, I got white friends. Well, Crumb, I got a white lover. Well, Crumb, my teachers are white. Well, Crumb, my favorite, I got a family. I got some more stuff. Press 1 if you know that white people are not going to help you. Your white friends are not going to help you. It's a wrap. If you don't understand this, you're a dead man. You're a dead man, family. Topsoil will be destroyed.
So I'm mocking you,
Y'all
calling
say,
you a
know
dead
what,
man.
You want to argue with me about Africa? That's fine. But there is no land in this world that is more fertile than Africa. There is no land in this 18th galaxy more fertile than Africa. I don't care what you fucking people say about it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry. Moving forward. So now, what they've done is they've dried the topsoil. The land of Africa is so fertile, you don't gotta plant seeds. You just drop it on the ground. It takes root because the topsoil is so fertile. I'm here in Atlanta, the land of red clay. Y'all want to be aboriginals, you better eat that red clay. But you don't eat no red clay. You just an aboriginal on the internet. Family, we're gonna have to stop playing with these labels.
That sound like Chief Kalinago.
Y'all under quarantine. You got to get real with me. You're gonna have to get real.
Yo.
The topsoil will be, now you're gonna go to Africa and they can't grow nothing out there because these people have destroyed the topsoil. What? This is family. Hold on. Let me go back to the year. This is in 1977.
See, I'm in the territory of Minnesota. No one could grow anything on the soil. You know what that's called? More land.
The weather will be manipulated. It ain't no more conspiracy theories. It's only the knows and the don't knows. Ain't no more conspiracy theories. It's either the researchers and the non-researchers.
That's a fact.
It ain't no more conspiracy theory. It's either informed or uninformed. Go read, family.
No, these niggas can't read.
It ain't gonna be no more conspiracy theory. It's gonna be TV niggas. There I go again. It's gonna be TV people. And it's gonna be people who read. People who play on the internet and people who read on the internet. That's what we're going to be divided into. If you don't do your research, you're a dead man. Fertility rates will be reduced. I told y'all, your great-grandma had 10 children. Now, you can't have one child without having a C-section. Go back and watch my video, C-sections are BS. They told you that you are high risk for having a child. And y'all came back to the hood and you said, Crumb, I needed a C-section. You said, Crumb, I'm high risk for having children. You can't even produce children anymore. Women, all my single ladies, all my strong, independent mothers, you can't even have no babies.
That's a fact.
They approve of you having a baby. Crumb, if I have a baby, I need a C-section. But if they're not going to approve my C-section, I'm a dead man, Crumb. Press 1 if you remember me telling you C-sections are BS. Press 1 if it makes sense now. Now every woman, one out of every three births in the United States of America is a C-section. You can't even have no baby, sis. These white people done stole your womanhood, and you let them. And your feminist tail came over here to bark on me? Don't come and bark on me if you gay. Don't come bark on me if you got white friends. Don't come bark on me if you let them people have a C-section and I told you about yourself. Now look, everybody's on quarantine and you don't know what to make of it. Well, you know what, family? I hate to be right. I hate to be right.
You're only half right.
The guy who told you that you were going to die.
You're only half white, nigga. You're only half right.
The guy who said only
Mulatto.
144,000 going to make it, it turns out he was right. I hate to be right, family. You're a dead man. Last thing it says, well, the United States opted. The United States has enough money to build the world up to make this whole world a utopia. But they opted for the world model number 3. This is according to Global 2000 report brought to you by Jimmy Carter in 1977. You late. You late, family. All that kumbaya y'all been singing, you done, family. The United States opted for world model number 3, which calls for massive famine in Asia and non-OPEC Africa. They know the vitality of Africa and how we need Africa. But you turned your back on Africa, family. You turned your back, and for that, you're a dead man. Unless it's OPEC approved. What's OPEC mean, Crumb? Oil producing, exporting countries. Unless that country in Africa is producing oil, they're done. Ain't nowhere to run, family. It's too late. It's too late. I said let's boycott Walmart remember when them patty pies came out? I said boycott Walmart. Let's get these people off the grid. And when them patty pies, press 1 if you remember the patty pies. And when them patty pies came out, boycott done. You're a dead man. I hope that patty pie was worth it. I hope your white friends is worth it. I hope that fucking gay agenda is worth it, because you're a dead man, and them white gays ain't gonna help you. Walmart ain't gonna help you. Nike, Jordan, and Newports ain't gonna help you. You a dead man. The guy who said everybody was dead, it turns out he was right. The guy who said only 144,000 is going to make it, it turns out he was right. Share this video, family. Share this video. It's a wrap for you. It's a wrap for you. White people are going extinct. Ben J. Wattenberg, the Jew, and Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, the sister, Ben told you this. In the ISIS papers, the keys to the colors. White genetic survival is, if you know who Dr. Frances Cress Welsing is, can you please press 1? White genetic survival is real. Press 1 if you understand whites are going extinct. It's called the birth dearth. The birth dearth.
Blacks are going extinct.
As of year
from
2000,
the birth dearth.
According to Global
Black
2000
means
report
death.
for the
Black
President
is
of the
pale.
United States,
And you're listening
whites
to
have
pale
zero
people
population
telling
growth.
you that you're
Bro,
going
I don't
extinct.
understand what you mean when you say zero population growth.
Oops.
2 people have 1 baby.
Image display.
So now you got 100 people. If 2 people only have 1 baby, then the next generation, the population is now from 100 to 50. And now those 50 people, if 2 people only have 1 baby, the population of 50 goes down to 25. 25 goes down to 12.5. Let's just say 12. 12 goes down to 6. 6 goes down to 3. 3 goes down to 1.5. And then we have nobody. White people stopped having babies a long time ago. Now, if there's 100 people and 2 people have 2 children, that's a population, that's 0% population growth. That means we started with 100, next generation is 100, the generation after that is 100. If two people have 3 children, then you're going to see population growth. A lot of you Negroes, blacks, colors, Moors, Hebrew Israelites, Aboriginals, you only have 1 child. Press 1 if you only have 1 child. Family, I got 4 babies. You only got 1 child. That's a negative birth rate and your family will go extinct. You're trending down. Are you kidding me? How can y'all not see? Family, you are on quarantine. And y'all still joking around. You're a dead man. Moving forward. The plan is to incite rioting and revolution so that the U.S. can order an emergency. So let's read the King Alfred plan. When they initiate, everything will be done. So King Alfred plan. In the event of widespread and continuing or coordinated racial disturbances, the United States King Alfred plan is at the discretion of the president, and it is to put into action immediately. Actually, I think I have one more thing I wanted to read to you before I go into here. No, I don't. Participating federal agencies, National Security Council, Department of Justice, Central Intelligence Agency, Department of Defense, Federal Bureau of Investigation, Department of Interior, participating state agencies, because those were federal. Now we're going to state, under federal jurisdiction, National Guard units, and the state police, participating local agencies. This is all under federal jurisdiction, the city police. Now, why do we call it Rex 84 and not just the King Alfred plan? Because President Ronald Reagan, along with Oliver North and the FEMA director at that time, Louis Grafada, amended the King Alfred plan to include Hispanics, so-called Hispanics, in 1984, hence the name Rex 84. Code name Rex 84. When they amended it, they added additional participating groups. They added neo-Nazi groups. Where are these groups at, Crumb? In Louisiana. The neo-Nazi groups in Texas, the neo-Nazi groups in Mississippi will all be a part of the participating agencies. They're going to be agents. The participating agents within the roundup of us, family. They're not going to round up white gays. They're going to round up the black gays. They're not going to round up Negro, blacks, and colors. The neo-Nazi don't give a damn about no Aboriginal.
White power.
One, if you know, neo-Nazis don't care about an Aboriginal.
White power.
Neo-Nazis don't care if you got a black fez on or a maroon fez on.
White power.
You call yourself Moor. The neo-Nazis don't give a damn about Farrakhan or no Nation of Islam.
White power.
Neo-Nazis don't care about none of that.
White power.
Okay?
Don't give a damn.
You're a dead man, family.
Goddamn right. Yep.
Oh my fucking God, you're a dead man.
Yep. That's a fact.
And you sit here still talking that divide and conquer shit.
Yep.
You're dead.
Yep, that's a fact.
You better pray to whatever God that you serve that Crumb is wrong. You better pray while you under quarantine that Crumb is a liar. I'm wrong. I'm confused.
Yo, he look like he about to cry, yo. This is an award-winning act.
Based off your babies that I'm wrong.
Ooh.
You're a dead man.
Ooh, okay. I going in on y'all.
They're also going
It's
to
only
commission
34 minutes.
state
What?
militias. Crumb, what are you talking about? Oh, family, you never heard of the Missouri militia, have you? Press 1 if you never heard of the Missouri militia. Press 1 if you never heard of the Michigan militia. Press 1 if you never heard of the Minnesota militia. What's going to happen, Crumb? White paramilitary groups will be deputized by the government to round up blacks and Hispanics. Y'all under quarantine now, and you still think it's a game. You done lost your job now, and you still think it's a game. It's okay, family. Verily I say to all of you, you're a dead man. You don't gotta be scared. You better be organized. Crumb, were you trying to scare me? Big family, I'm trying to get you to organize. Well, Crumb, I'ma do me. You a dead man. If you gonna do you, you a dead man. Moving on. Moving on. Memo, National Security Council. Sorry. And I know y'all don't read. Even right now, you're half distracted. You doing something else. You too busy with McDonald's. You too busy looking at East Bay and Nikes. Even right now, you distracted. That's okay. So I'm not even going to ask you to read. Just listen. But here's the words right here, just in case you want to know what I'm reading. Even before 1954, when the Supreme Court in the United States of America declared unconstitutional separate educational and recreational facilities, racial unrest and discord had become very nearly a part of the American way of life. But that way of life was repugnant to most Americans. Since 1954, however, the unrest and discord have broken out into widespread violence, which increasingly have replace the peace and stability in the national of the nation in dire jeopardy. This violence has resulted in a loss of life, limb, and property, and has cost the taxpayers of this nation billions of dollars. And the end is not even yet in sight. The same violence has raised the tremendously grave question as to whether the races can ever live in peace with each other. Each passing month has brought new intelligence that, despite new laws passed to alleviate the conditions of the minority still is not satisfied. Press 1 if you know that the European knows there is civil unrest. Press 1 if you know that this whole thing going down right now is not going to happen on an equal basis. When the food shortage comes, family, it will not be dispensed equally. Press 1 if you know the food shortage won't. Moors ain't going to get no food first. Black gays ain't going to get no food first. Aboriginals ain't going to get no food first. I don't care what you identify with, family. You are NIGGA. And you will be served last, if at all.
That's a
and
fact.
This will cause civil unrest. If you don't know what's coming, it's coming.
Yep.
If you don't know what's coming,
your ass didn't put white on your shit, you don't deserve shit.
Demonstrations and rioting.
They gave you all the opportunities in the world. They gave you every goddamn solution, and you don't read.
I'm sorry, let me say that again. Troops have been called.
Nor do you care.
In city after city across the land, and our images as a world leader severely damaged. Is your image of our leader damaged? Do you look at Trump in the same way you looked at Obama? Our enemies press closer, seeking the advantage, possibly at a time during one of these outbreaks of violence. The minority has adopted an almost military posture to gain its objectives, which are not clear to most Americans. It is expected, therefore, that when those objectives are denied the minority, racial war must be considered inevitable. The FBI, family, you cannot deal with the fruit and is J. Edgar Hoover, who despises us. What we are
You know what
dealing
Hang on.
is...
I gotta pause this. We gotta pause. I'm gonna try to
Peace and
pause.
love, I'm on live.
Come on, stop. There we go. Alright. J. Edgar Hoover is a Moor. Did y'all know that? Not only is he a Moor, you know, he's a Shriner. So he's wearing them same fezzes. Yep. Matter of fact, he's wearing the custom fezzes. You know what I'm saying? Let me go on there and pull up J. Edgar Hoover. J. Edgar Hoover. Yep, there we go. Let me pull up good old J. Edgar Hoover. Former director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Let me make sure this is the same joint. There he is. There he is. And his fez. Okay, J. Edgar Hoover. And y'all see what's on his head? Ambassador. Do y'all know what an ambassador means, technically? An ambassador is somebody who can kind of go in between and be like... matter of fact, I'm just going to pull up the etymology of ambassador. Okay? What is an ambassador? What is an ambassador? There we go. Ambassador. What's on these fezzes? Ambassador. A diplomatic emissary of a ruler in the court of another. A diplomatic emissary of a ruler in the court of another. And says here which one comes out: a servant, a vassal, a messenger, a servant. Okay, to draw out forth. Compare embassy. Okay, so we have an ambassador. That's Hikmah. Hikmah is our ambassador. One of many ambassadors, but yeah, we have ambassadors. But that's what an ambassador is. It's an emissary of a ruler in the court of another. So if we send out Hikmah to represent for one of our brothers or, you know, other members of the society, etc., he will be the ambassador there for the Society of Damarus. So let's go back here. An ambassador. You see that? He's shaking hands. Ambassador. But this is a Moor. These are what real Moors look like. Okay? Now, let's read some of these memes. The individual comes face to face with a conspiracy so monstrous he can believe it. Realization of the evil which has been introduced into our minds. It rejects even the assumptions that human creatures could expose a philosophy which must ultimately destroy all that is good and decent. Okay? Freemason. So you're dealing with a Freemason agent, pretty despicable being, okay? A Moor. He also said a lot of pretty wicked stuff, but we're not gonna hop into all this dude's quotes. We're gonna let Crumb take it back. But I just wanted to show y'all that before we hopped on from that. You know what I'm saying? We just want to hop on from that. We want to make sure we caught all that. You know. So I think this one's a second ahead, but click it.
Peace, brother. I'm on live. Gratitude. Getting back to it, because clearly the people who rock with me, they don't watch me. The 500 people I got across all the platforms, They don't know who I am. The people who tell me they love me. Why do the people who love you hurt you the worst? They don't watch me. They don't take heed to what I'm saying. They just laugh at me. I'm entertainment for them. I'm not even mad. I'm not even upset. I forgave you before you even did it. It is expected, therefore, I'm sorry, I read that part. When the emergency comes, we must expect the total involvement of all 22 members of the minority. Men, women,
I can relate.
And children. Your children will die with you. They expect your children to fight, so they will kill your children too. Press 1 if you know that we're dealing with survival. Press 1 if you understand all is fair in love and war. For once this project is launched, its goal is to terminate once and for all the minority threat to the whole of the American society, and indeed to the free world. Chairman, National Security. I'm sorry, the chairman. This is written by the chairman of the National Security Council.
I can't reduce super chats yet, so I'm just going to continue on doing these videos.
Under the King Alfred plan, the nation has been divided into 10 regions. Family, y'all keep talking about Donald Trump. Does anybody know what FEMA stands for? FEMA is an acronym. Federal Emergency Management Agency. When national security is threatened, Donald Trump is no longer the president. So stop it with the voting thing. He's
Never was president.
The people who rule the country will be the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The director
FEMA.
of the Federal Emergency Management Agency will be your new president. That is an elected position. You don't vote for that president. Press 1 if you understand, under national emergency, you don't vote for the director of FEMA. That will be your new president. So stop with the voting thing. Stop talking me to death. The people who vote, they don't know nothing about politics. That's a dummy vote. It's an idiot vote. It's an uneducated vote. It's a I watch TV vote. It's a I don't read internet. I don't read books vote. It's a I surf the internet for entertainment vote. Stop playing with me, family. Moving forward. Under King Alfred, let me go back to my PowerPoint. Y'all think this FEMA thing is a joke, don't you? You think this FEMA thing is a joke. Don't you realize as of June 27th, 1988, George H.W. Bush, a.k.a. Daddy Bush, signed into law where the military bases would be the new prisons. Bush calls for turning some bases into prison. This is in 1988. You late, family. You late. You a dead man. White Jesus. You guys think it's a joke.
Yo, he calls on white Jesus.
You think it's a joke? You still think it's a joke right now.
Technically, I'm white Jesus.
It's called the tombstone effect. They don't realize it's real till somebody died. Mike Brown already died.
Wow, $25 donation. Look at that.
Died. Trayvon Martin already died, and you still think it's a joke. You're a dead man.
Look, another donation
Your
right here.
babies are dead. Everybody you love will be dead.
This dude done made like a couple hundred.
I'm not talking to white people. I'm talking to people who look. I'm talking to 9 ether beings. 9 ether. I'm talking to my 9 ether family.
I'm 9 ether.
That's what I'm talking to. I don't make videos meals for everybody. Crumb, well, you know, if you
9
just made a
ether
video
beans
for these
are
people
white
and
people.
those people, you'll
So-called
get more
white people.
followers.
Okay?
I'm not here for everybody. I'm here for my people.
Technically, we're not people.
Damn.
But 9 ether is white. Okay?
Damn, family. In my best Martin voice. Damn, Gina. You a dead man.
Mocking you.
You good as gone. Y'all think this a joke?
Hold on. You and him are both Freemasons. You and him are in the same fraternal order.
Here we go.
Okay? So what the fuck are y'all
Under
talking
the
about?
King Alfred plan, the nation has been divided into 10 regions. This is under FEMA. In case of emergency, minority members will be evacuated from the cities by federalized National Guard units, local and state police, and if necessary, by units of regular armed forces. Who are the regular armed forces, family? Who are they? Oh, you don't know who they are? Let me help you. Let me help you know who the regular people... It's the neo-Nazis and state militia groups. These people are in these woods, in these forces, and all they're doing is training. All they do is, while you twerking...
That's a fact.
While you buying Nikes? While you watching Atlanta Housewives? While you eating McDonald's? While you in the club? They in the woods preparing for a military turnover.
Yep.
They will be deputized. And they're going to round up all of you who look like me. I don't care what you identify as. You will be rounded up.
Wrong.
Okay?
Wrong.
Okay?
Wrong.
I don't care what you call yourself. The neo-Nazis and these state militia groups who will be deputized under the King Alfred plan, codenamed Rex 84, are coming for you.
Not coming for me. They're coming for you. Because you identify as
By
black.
units of regular armed forces, using public and military transportation. Family, don't you realize back in 2012,
The fuck?
there was a law written into place where any extra military equipment would be given to state police. So that means armored trucks, tanks, AR-15s, AR-45s, armor-piercing ammunition. They got the guns that shoot down helicopters. Those guns, the big guns. They got guns that shoot down helicopters under the Geneva Code. Under the Geneva Act, it is inhumane to shoot a man with that gun. Those are the guns that your local police force now has. The guns that the military used only to shoot down helicopters, under the Geneva Code, you can't even shoot a man with that gun. Now the local police station got those guns. If you thought black lives didn't matter before, you will see. You will see how much your life don't matter. Oh, Crumb, I'm not black. Go tell the neo-Nazis that. When the neo-Nazis come to town, when these...
I actually know a lot of them.
Lily White, Missouri, Michigan, and Minnesota militia groups...
I'm in the territory of Minnesota.
These people ain't never seen nobody who look like me and you. They live in lily white towns.
Wrong.
Ain't no black people in their town.
I'm not
They've never
black.
heard of Moorish science. They've never heard of an Aboriginal. They've never heard of the Nation of Islam. All they know is NIGGAs. If you look like me,
NIGGAs.
if you don't got blonde hair and blue eyes, I don't care if you're 1/16th of an NIGGA. You out of here. Moving forward.
Not 1/16th. You the mulatto.
Using public
Okay?
and military transportation and detained.
Yes, you're half right. You're half right. You're not all the way right. You're half right. Mulatto.
So the 10 regions are Capital Region, Northeast Region, Southeast Region, Great Lakes Region, South Central Region, Deep South Region, Deep South Region 2. Press 1 if you know there are a lot of brothers and sisters in the Deep South. Great Plains, Rocky Mountain Region, Southwest Region, West Coast Region, No attempt will be made to seal off the Canadian and Mexican borders.
Mm.
You know why? You know why no attempt will be made? Because they've already had a plan since 1984 based on the Secretary of State. They worked it out with Russia, Canada, and Mexico. They have shoot-to-kill orders. If you cross that border, you will not be detained. There's a shoot-to-kill order. And then y'all sitting here, hold on, I got another one for you. Well, Crumb, I got my passport. You got a passport? Oh, you got a passport? You think you smart, huh? You got a passport? Let me
Why
help
don't you
you
just
out.
leave before they do all that?
According to these sources, PEDS, drafted from the 1950s to the
Hang on.
1970s,
I gotta
would
stop this.
authorize that not only military law, but suspension of habeas corpus.
I gotta stop this. All right. So, instead of donating to you for whatever reason, what are you doing with these people's donations? For one, Crumb, like I see your platform's pretty nice, but you could go get paid to, you know. I think you've been getting paid, right? You're getting paid in views. Like, ain't YouTube paying you? So it's like, why, like these donations? Like, what are you doing with that? Like, what group are you from? The CrumbT.V group? Like, what the fuck is that? You know, like, honestly, what are you doing with these people's donations? You know, because I know that you get paid for views. So it's like, why just make a video, you know, reviewing whatever it is that you do, like, you know, current events or whatever, and you'll just get paid from the views. It's like, you know, you're on top of that, you're taking donations, and for what? And you so-called know all this stuff is going on. Why aren't you starting a community outside of the parameters of, you know, the reach of the de facto government? Like, why aren't you doing that? Like, I know what I'll be doing with a lot of donations. If I could generate as much as a fraction of what you've generated, you know, just a few thousand, honestly. Like we're about to so called get $1,000 from this dude, right? You know what I'm saying? That's our ticket out. Like if all of us took our $1,000, right? Took that $1,000 and went to Costa Rica. Now, I don't know if y'all know, but Costa Rica is very fertile as far as the land and the ability to grow things. You know, it's very fertile. It's cheap. You know what I'm saying? You could build a house. You could build multiple houses with $1,000. You could build like I'll probably say you could at least build. You could get at least enough materials up to wherever it is that you're building. You probably get like 3 or 4 houses with $1,000. So imagine, you know, you trying to set up some kind of infrastructure. All you need to do is just, you know, obviously you should change your eating habits. The reason why y'all can't go out into the bush and live is because your eating habits. Like, you'll destroy the environment that you're around. That's why you need a toilet. You know, you need a toilet because you're literally full of toxic waste. You're full of shit. You're full of shit. You're full of toxic waste. You're a goddamn you're a hazard. You are the disease. You're a walking, talking disease. You're a walking, talking plague of pestilence. Like your whole insides is rotten from the inside of your brain to the inside of your gut, and you need to detox. You need to fast. You need to stop eating the way that you eat so you can stop being so acidic. You're acidic. Like, instead of y'all worried about how much toilet paper you got to wash your ass with, or how much sanitizer, and y'all don't even look at the toilet paper. Y'all don't look at it and see if it's safe or anything, and it's not. It's not. Toilet paper got hazardous chemicals in it that give you cancer. So does the hand sanitizer give you cancer. Shit, kill you. Using so much sanitizer on your hands will kill the bacteria that lives on your fucking body, and it'll make you sick. But you idiots thinking, oh, you know, I'm disinfecting. You're idiots. You're stupid. You're stupid. You don't read. You don't read the fine print. You are an idiot, and you believe whatever these fools tell you without doing any cross referencing, without doing any due diligence. None of that. You just go, oh, yeah, stupid. And I'm trying to tell you, bro, you don't need none of that shit. It's like, like what else in this reality needs hand sanitizer? Hmm. What other animal out here does that? Hmm. Nothing. No, nothing else out here does that because nothing out here needs to do that. Okay. All right. Nothing out here needs to do that. What you need is water, clean water. A rag, clean water, and maybe some good smell goods. You know what I'm saying? Like ground you up some elderberries or some shit, and mix it up with the water and all that. You know, find you some stuff to give it some texture. You know, you could use that. You could use all that type of stuff to create like whatever it is you need. Deodorant. You know, you get all that shit from nature. Like just natural. You don't have to do nothing like really weird and alchemically like you got like you know what I'm saying? Like you don't gotta do that. You don't have to do that. That shit is really what is it? It's toxic for one and it's inefficient. Like it's like yeah, you could produce a lot of it, but like it's very harmful. Like the effects that we do to create things in an instant instead of following the process and paying everybody for the process. It's like, look at these dudes, man, hoarding 1% of these motherfuckers. I'm telling you, hoarding everything. You know, you shitheads out here hoarding all the damn toilet paper. These dudes hoarding all the millions and trillions of dollars in their offshore bank accounts. Yeah, I'm telling you, fuck them. Fuck them. Get them out the way. I hope all of them get coronavirus. Okay? Apparently, coronavirus is only affecting celebrities anyways. I hope it's just clean house. I'm like, all y'all been kicking, all y'all fuck each other, so all y'all should have it. All y'all nasty degenerates, all fuck on one another. All you suck and fuck on, all y'all the same motherfucking fuck niggas. I hope all you motherfuckers got it. I hope they already chipped your ass when you were drinking on the baby blood. You know what I'm saying? All you motherfucking psycho, vampire, warlocks, and witches deserve exactly what you're getting. If there is anything to it, you deserve it. Okay? You deserve it. So let's hop back into this video because I was kind of almost lost it there. I was like, what the hell? You know. So let's see here. Let's start this first, and then start that.
By the executive branch and the revocation of American passports, and the roundup and detention of subversives identified in an FBI security index that contained more than 10,000 names. What are you saying, Crumb? Your passport won't work under any threat to national security. Nobody in, nobody out. I don't care if you got a passport, it will be suspended under national security. So stop playing, family. Stop playing with me. Share this video, family. Somebody needs to hear this. Share this video.
See, your passport will be suspended because on your passport it says you a nigga. The so-called white people that you've been. Oh yeah, I'm not racist. Not a racist, man. Come on out. And you said you're racist. I'm a racist. Just happens to be I'm on the right side of the race. You know, you're on the wrong side of the race. I'm on the right side of the race. So you being on the wrong side of the race, and then you're like, oh, you know, they're coming for them. It's like, yeah, you knew this though. Like, come on now. You act like you don't know that. I tried to tell you that, and I tried to tell everybody on your platform that, and you deleted me. You talking shit. You did what you did, and now this is where you're at. This is where you and all those who follow you have landed themselves in, dead according to you. You've literally led them to the slaughterhouse, and you did nothing to stop it, but you're still steady on taking donations. Hotep Hetep hustler, just another one of these side netted Negroes. You know what I'm saying? Same shit. You ain't no different, nigga.
Going back. Secretary, Department of Interior, star 849 through 899, King of England, who slaughtered thousands under the disguise of protesting the European religion of Christianity. As a result, he was revered by one of the most noble kings in history of England. Combined memo, Department of Justice, preliminary memo, Federal Bureau of Investigation, and Central Intelligence Agency. There are 12 major minority organizations and are all familiar with the 22 million. Dossiers have been compiled on the leaders of the organizations and can be studied in Washington. The material contained in many of the dossiers and our threat to reveal their material has considerably held in check some of the leaders. Family, let me help you understand what I just read to you. They keeping tabs on your leaders. So this right here is a picture. You may not be able to see it very well, but this is what's that boy name that we consider our leader?
Our leader.
Not Jesse Jackson. Let me look at the comments to see if I can get somebody to help me. What's the boy?
Who the fuck is your leader?
Not Jesse Jackson. The other one, Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton. This is a picture of Al Sharpton buying coke. They never showed you the pictures. They never released this information until they deemed Al Sharpton was a threat. The material obtained in many of the dossiers and our great threat to reveal that material. Our threat to reveal that material has considerably held in check some of the leaders. Your preacher is in check. Your preacher is in check.
It's a fact. Just like you.
Nation of Islam is in check. The Moors are in check. The Aboriginals are in check. That's why they're not uniting on a grand scale. That's why the Moors, the Masons are in check. Your leaders are in check. And if your leaders threaten to do anything, they will reveal the dirt that they have on your leaders. Keep on reading, Crumb. Keep on reading.
But ain't you a part of all that? Aren't you a part of all that? You push the agenda. Where's the solution at, Crumb?
To take government post. Let me help you out.
Where's the solution at, Crumb?
Do y'all remember Andrew Young? Of course you don't. Do y'all remember Andrew Young? Of course you don't.
I do.
Here. Let me delete this to focus your attention. Let me see. Can I make this bigger? There's Andrew Young right here. So here's Martin Luther King on the balcony, shot dead with napkins over his face.
Napkins.
The man in the middle, not the dark skin, the light bright. The man in the middle, that's Andrew Young. They didn't have no dirt on Andrew Young. So what did they do? They made him a diplomat to Africa, and he later became the mayor of Atlanta. What did he do for us? Nothing. Because they got a file on him. Leaders who do not have such material
what they got on
in
you,
their dossiers have been approved to take government posts, mostly ambassadors and primarily in African countries.
But what did they got on you, Crumb?
Where was he? Look right here. It says diplomat. Where was he a diplomat at? Africa. The promise of these positions also has material.
Look, somebody said he's a kappa.
Temporary slowdown.
Somebody said he is a kappa. Ain't that something?
However, we do not expect these slowdowns to be of the long duration, because
all of them are fraternal order,
elements joining these
brotherhood, Freemasons,
with the potential power to replace the old leaders. All organizations and their leaders are under constant 24-hour surveillance. These organizations are: number one organization, the Black Muslims. The Nation of Islam is the number one compromised militant group in America. They're compromised, family. Number two, SNCC. Number three, Congress of Racial Equality, Uhuru Movement, GOAL.
What does that mean? They're compromised. What does that mean?
UBNA, the New Pan-African Movement.
I think they're compromised. I think they were created by that so-called unit.
Committee of Racial and Religious Progress, NAACP.
If all of them are compromised, then none of them.
Time to be designated
It's all
by
fake.
the president, leaders of some of these
I thought they're
organizations
compromised. They created it. What the fuck are you talking about?
only when it is clear that they cannot prevent the emergency, working with local public officials during the first critical hours. All of our leaders are to be all other leaders are to be detained at once. Hold on, because y'all not reading with me. I know you're not reading. It's all good. I ain't even tripping on nobody. You about to be dead in a second anyway. Compiled list of minority leaders have been readied.
He said you're gonna be dead in a second anyways.
People ain't snitched on me already?
Savage.
You think people ain't snitched on Crumb already? Come on, family. Don't you know there's snitches right now snitching on me right now? Press 1 if you think somebody has already snitched on me. In these 58 minutes that I've been live, press 1 if you think somebody snitched on me.
They snitching on you.
Let's be real. Come on, family.
What they said? What? How they snitching on you? What crime are you committing?
Minority leaders designated by the president.
Where somebody can snitch on you?
Y'all got so mad at young Pharaoh for attacking Farrakhan. These leaders are designated by the president. Y'all got so mad when
Young Pharaoh scamming us? Are you kidding me?
Jay-Z. Jay-Z's been designated by the president.
But when I came at you, you blocked me.
Y'all got so mad when I attacked Kobe Bryant. He's been designated by the president.
Yep, but you blocked me,
Michael
right?
Jordan's been designated. They know you a TV NIGGA. They know it.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to designate Young Thug to make you wear a dress. They're going to designate Michael Jordan to keep you watching sports.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to designate Charles Barkley and Oprah. If you think these people aren't puppets, family, go watch the movie Matrix 2, Matrix Reloaded. In the movie Matrix Reloaded, Neo found out there was a Matrix ready for people who woke up from out the Matrix. What was Matrix 2, Matrix Reloaded? What was that about? It was about the Matrix already being ready. The Matrix said some people are going to wake up from out the Matrix. So what are we going to do? We're going to have a Matrix for those people. There's already a Matrix in place for the people that wake up. There's another Matrix. Go watch the Truman Show. In the Truman Show, Jim Carrey figures out he's in a fake world. And at the end of the movie, he leaves the fake world. Family, do you realize there's another fake world waiting for him? Don't you think they've anticipated some of us waking up already? Don't you think, family, I'm not even going to ask you, do you think? Because apparently a lot of the family don't think. It is necessary to use the minority leaders designated by the president. Kanye West, Jay-Z, Oprah. You don't have, there will not be, family, there will not be a celebrity savior. There will not be a celebrity savior.
What does that mean? Like, what is that?
It is necessary to use minority leaders designated by the president in much the same manner.
What does that
in
mean,
which
a
we
celebrity
use minority
savior?
members who are agents with the central and federal. And we cannot, until there is no alternative, reveal King Alfred in all its aspects. Minority members of Congress will be unseated at once. Condoleezza Rice is out of here. Maxine Waters is out of here. Colin Powell is out of here. I don't know I don't keep up with politics, family. I don't know who the minority leaders are. But when it goes down, they getting them out of there. You won't have a dog in this fight. There will be nobody to speak on your behalf when this ish fully is revealed.
All right, and we're gonna stop right there. I'm gonna wrap it up because we just crossed the hour into it, and this is part 2. We took in an earful of that, right? And yeah, so my review of this would be exactly, if y'all didn't hear my commentary, we went over the Rex 84 King Alfred Plan. We went over a lot from the Freedom of Information Act, what documents were hidden, what documents were being revealed after the Freedom of Information Act has been enacted, and even he even went in even further in saying that, hey, even though that the information is supposed to be, out there, there's agencies within the so-called de facto government that still suppress information anyway. So you can never know what's really technically, supposed to be, shown. Like everything's supposed to be shown. Like the government, the so-called government, is not supposed to be able to hide secret documents and shit like that. They're not supposed to be able to do that because they're supposed to work for you. But the thing is, they don't work for you. You've allowed the de facto government to operate in secrecy in plain sight. Y'all don't check the records, y'all don't read, y'all don't study, y'all don't look at none of this shit. So none of y'all are equipped or qualified to discredit or discount anything anyone says ever, because you're pretty much an idiot. You're pretty much a stupid idiot who could barely wipe his own ass. That's why you're shitheads. That's why you overuse toilet paper, because you're shitheads. You don't even know how to wipe your own ass good. Most adults don't know how to wipe their own ass good. You know what I'm saying? And they overuse. They overuse, and they just piss out just fiat. That's all they know how to do, really. Piss out fiat, throw fiat at a situation until they feel that it's fixed, or they just given up and moved on to something that distracts them from the other parts of their lives that are failing and miserable, and all the other shit that they do, right? So, with all that being said, I was. This is no different from the stuff I said. Actually, this gives you less context, because this is making it seem like, oh, this is something they're preparing to do, and I'm like, no, this is stuff they've been doing. That's why the prisons are full with Negroes, because slavery has never been over. You've been in slavery your entire life. It's right in the, was it the 14th Amendment? I think it's the 14th Amendment, where freedom is very much alive and well in the prisons. So they get you really young. Was it school to prison pipeline? They get you really young, get you on some minor offense, get you to admit to doing something that you didn't do, just like my homie, free my homie too. I want y'all to all see this case. Here, my relative, let me see here. I'm gonna pull it up here for y'all. Morrow Burrell. See here. Didn't pull it up. Taisha Edwards. So, y'all may have heard of this case by Taisha Edwards over South Minneapolis. Pretty big case. They arrested a lot of my people from my neighborhood, because it happened in my neighborhood. So here we go. So Myron, that's how you saw it. So Mayan Burrell, convicted in the murder of Taisha Edwards. Amy Klobuchar, for the conviction, is responsible. So Amy Klobuchar pretty much fabricated information and pressed the Minnesota courts to pretty much give my relative, life when he was 17 years old. So he was 17 years old. Relative had an alibi and everything, and they didn't give a damn he had an alibi. They didn't give a fuck that he was not guilty. All they wanted to do was to punish a so-called gang member. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to punish a so-called gang member and lock him up for life. Now, I have a Taisha Edwards award for youth leadership when I was volunteering my time to give back to my neighborhood at the Morris Miller Youth Center, a nonprofit that I was responsible in creating. But see, this is my relative. We all grew up together, and he got locked up at 17. So when I was, I think I can't remember if I was a little bit younger. I think I was a little bit younger at this time. I may have been like 16 or 15 when this was going on. So I think Blood's about like a year older than me, maybe 2 years older than me. But he was outside gangbanging. I was trying to stay away from that shit. Matter of fact, it wasn't that I was trying to stay away from the shit. Like my moms and pops, like was really on my ass. Like they was, you kicking it with the homies was negative. Like they was shipping me across the whole next city over, just to go to school, so I wouldn't be gangbanging at the schools I was at. you know. And when I went out to a fucking school on the whole other side of town, all of a sudden all the issues, from my neighborhood, just being, oh, you from the trash, oh, you from 30s, whoop de whoop de bam, like, people still knew about the neighborhood way over in St. Paul. Like, I would tell people, oh, yeah, come through. They was like, oh, where you stay? I'd be like, I'm 31st and Clinton. They're like, the 30s? Hell no, I ain't going down there. Crazy? I'm like, it kind of made me feel like crazy. Like, it was like, what the fuck? Like, people was like tripping on my neighborhood and tripping on us so hard. Like, I couldn't even get my friends, my so-called friends, to come and visit me and hang out with me. You know what I'm saying? It was like, having a homeboy over from school was like a negative. It was scared. So, it is what it is. So with that being said, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Y'all are welcome to go finish that video. But pretty much, Crumb is pretty much gonna accost his viewers and tell them how stupid they are and how dumb they are and they should have read. And I'm like, you've been giving lectures for I don't know how long. You've been giving just information, just non productive information on your platform. You refuse to give them the truth. You refuse to let people who will give them the truth on your platform. You blocked me because I said that Marcus Garvey was a Freemason agent, which he is. And then you're going to turn around and, he's going to say the same thing, but have you ever apologized to me? No. Have you ever apologized to the people who you, disrespected or slandered in public? When you were defending these weirdo creeps or these lying agent provocateurs, when it's okay for you to go at people's heroes and people's idols and stuff like that, but no one can criticize you, right? You're above criticism, right? All right, Crumb, keep that same energy. So this is part 2. We're gonna wrap it up on that note. And while y'all at it, I appreciate y'all for coming through again. I appreciate you, especially if you got through all this, because this is a long video, y'all. And I know that, y'all might just be like, man, what the hell am I still doing here? I don't have my time. But if you're in quarantine, you're ready to quarantine with me, I have no problems with making these videos for your education purpose. Not so much entertainment purposes, but more education purposes. Because these videos are for educational purposes and informational purposes. So information and education purposes mainly. And you can call this a form of edutainment. Education / entertainment. Education. Shout out to I forgot who made that word, but I forgot who jammed those words together. But I like that more than saying this is entertainment, because it's not. This is really not entertainment. I'm not doing this for your amusement or to entertain you at all. I have no fucking wants to entertain you. I am here to inform you, because you being informed makes me safer. It makes the general public smarter and more aware and safer. So I give you what I've given to all of you, the Great Masonic Secrets, for free, without going through 10 million thousand circles. I'm not spinning around in 7 circles just to get what you should be getting straight off the point if somebody would just give it to you, instead of trying to make you go through hoops to get it, right? I'm not making you go through hoops to be right. All I'm telling you is, hey, you just got to be white to be right. And your little peon ass brain can't comprehend that, huh? You so anti-white, okay? Okay, you so anti-white, all right. Keep that same energy when they come crashing out your fucking house, and you know I'm gonna be like, white power, fuck you. Take your ass on. Oh, you black? Yeah, all right. Where's your nation? Where's your militia group? Where's the Black Panther Party at? Right, I thought so. Get your ass in our concentration camp. Get your ass on those fields and pick up some shit. It's your fucking nigga ass. Go donate to Crumb. Fuck out of here. But if you really are sincere and genuine, here's the opportunity. The doors are open for us to receive whatever it is that you have to give. And I will make personal, I'll do what I can to make that and take that and utilize it for the benefit of the empire. Put it to use. We got space to create, and all we need to do is get there together. Because I really, in my mind to mind and my hearts to hearts, tell me together we can make this happen. But I can't do it without you. If you're out there, you're on the couch, you're out there, you're neglectful, you don't want to help out, you think it's somebody else's job, you think somebody else is going to get up and do this, maybe so, but then where are you going to be at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not in the midst of this great work, I'm telling you, this is the most work that you're ever going to have to do is right here. But you reap what you sow. So the more you work, the more you reap. The more benefits you will reap from what you have put in. And I'm telling you, like people see me and they be like, oh, he don't got a big bag, he don't got chains on, he don't wear no chains, he ain't a gaudy dude, he ain't, you know, you know, I got that out of me when I was a young dude, man. And even then, like, you know what I'm saying, I know how to make, I know how to make do with very little. You know, I made little things make little things look big, you know, and take the little stuff and use it to the best of its ability. You know, that's, you know, that's wisdom. That is strength. That's what I like to say. Love, peace, truth, freedom, and justice being demonstrated. So, like, follow me, subscribe, comment. From the realist alive. Thank you.